sure and check out the link in my description to enter the giveaway. Thank you so much to Blessa, and let's get into it. No, I think that you would look good with that haircut. Yeah, like you were really good at shape. Oh yeah, I think you would look good with that haircut. I'm serious. Why do you think I'm lying? You're literally stunning. What the heck? No, trust me. We've been through too much already. Alright? I think that you would look good with that haircut. Oh my god, hi. No, I'm sorry, I'm acting all shocked, but like we thought that you might not be coming anymore. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we thought that we like scared you. No, I get that. 100%. We actually wanted to apologize. No, I know, obviously, like, we did you a favor, clearly, but like finding, like, you're literally on a date with this man, and then we barge into the restroom telling you that your boyfriend is our boyfriend too, and he's actually been cheating on all of us. It's kind of a lot. And like, as much as we wanted to make sure that like you didn't end up a victim like us, I think that we probably could have done that a little bit better, so I like did want to apologize. I know we did you a favor, but still, we probably could have handled that a little bit better. I know, when I literally told her, we FaceTimed, I literally FaceTimed the number that he was constantly calling, and then we had like a really nice conversation, and I feel like we just like ambushed you in the bathroom. But I'm glad that we are all together here now, and we can talk out. I've been thinking about how we can get back at him, how we can, like, I feel like the girls really just be underestimated sometimes, and I feel like just telling him that we know isn't enough, you know? Exactly. We can't just come out and be like, okay, we know, and let that be the end of it. We have to like have a little fun. But I also, originally I was thinking that we could like we could kind of drag it out, and we could make this like a whole thing. Like, we could be spies, and we can like mess with his day and all that stuff, just do little things like that. Then I was like, honestly, I don't want to give this man that much of my energy. I don't want to give him that much of my time or my brain power. I am so sorry, by the way. Did you want a glass of wine? We're having, what is this, Sauvignon Blanc? I don't know, girl. It's wine. I don't know. Do you want a glass? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we can get you a glass. Oh, do you want to pour? It's in the kitchen. Okay, I'll get it in a second. But I was thinking, let's not drag it out too much, because I feel like all of us really should just get on with our lives. Like, that man he doesn't deserve to take us that much space in our like brains, in our time, in our day. We just need to like embarrass him the way that he embarrassed us, and then kind of move on with our lives. So instead of dragging it out like that, I was thinking we could have a little get together, a little party, if you will. Here's what I was thinking. We could like take notes and stuff, but I was thinking, okay, write this down. Him and I have our 7 month like anniversary or whatever. see him squirm a little bit. Or instead of doing it here at my apartment, we could do it at like a restaurant. Like I could make a reservation for a restaurant and be like, hey, like let's have dinner with my family, meet us at the restaurant. We can like go to the restaurant and then you guys could come in at the restaurant if you want to do it like publicly. It really just depends. I feel like because like we haven't really done like a full investigation, so I feel like we don't know if there's like a more than just us, you know, if he's like talking to other people. Like the man clearly has a problem, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was more people than just us, you know. So I was like, we don't know. So I feel like a public shaming might be better, because I feel like if it's just a private thing, it'll just roll off of his back and he'll be like, whatever, on to the next. But if it's a public shaming, I feel like that's gonna really, like, you know, dig deep into the bones, and then you get what I'm saying. What do you think? I know, I feel like, I mean, I could go through his phone again, but honestly, like, I feel like we should just do it the public shaming, and then that way we can be doing like a service to all the women in the area, you know. Like, yeah, it might be like a little hard to watch, and hopefully he doesn't like cause a scene or nothing because we be in public, but well, you know, that actually might keep him from causing a scene because we be in public, but it'll be a little bit hard to watch. But I feel like it would be for like the greater good, you know. What do we think? I don't know, I think it's a good idea. What do you think? I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I'm leaning more towards public shaming, if I'm being honest. I know. It kind of sucks because, like, obviously, like, once upon a time we all cared about him. I guess I can say that I still do, because I'm a human being. That, like, hurt me to the core. But I feel like they just get away with stuff so easily, and then they just move on to the next, and they don't even think about it, and then we're stuck in pieces. Like, that's just not fair, you know. I feel like we should have a little fun here. We have an opportunity. Wouldn't you agree? Okay. So if we did decide to do it publicly, there's this restaurant that he absolutely loves. Like, every time we want to celebrate something, every time we want to go somewhere, he always wants to go to that restaurant. And this might be a little bit devious. This might be a little bit too much, ever so slightly. But I was thinking we could probably do it at that restaurant. And I feel like this might be a little bit too much. But every time, like, he can never go to that restaurant again. He loves that restaurant. Like, loves it. But if he gets publicly humiliated there, he won't want to go there ever again. And it'll, like, ruin that restaurant for him permanently. No. Is that too far? He did tell all three of us that he loves us. He did do that. Yeah. Even you guys were on like what, 1 or 2 dates? Wow, that man really does move quickly. Yeah. So what are we thinking? The restaurant? Honestly, it's, well, majority rules, alright? I don't know, it might be a little bit too devious, because we're already humiliating him, but at the same time, who really cares, you know? What are we thinking? I don't know. It might be a little bit cruel, but honestly, what he did was kind of cruel, and in reality, we're really doing a favor for all the women of the world. You know, like, who knows where this ends, you know? we should really stop it before it gets too far. What do we think? I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I'm like swearing off men. I mean, we don't really need them anyway, you know? But it's just like, honestly, I'm just over it, you know? I'm just kind of sick. Kind of sick. But what are we thinking? I could call the restaurant. Okay, look, we'll leave it up to chance. I'll call the restaurant. I'll ask if they have any availability at the beginning of next month. And if they have something available, then we'll book it. If not, we won't. What are we thinking? Yeah. Okay. And then afterwards, because you know he's gonna storm out like a little baby, we'll just sit down and have dinner. Sound good? Okay. Alright, let me call the restaurant and let me see if they have anything available around that time. Because it needs to actually be around that time, because I've already given him like a rough estimate of when my family's coming into town. Let me look up the restaurant. Okay. Alright. It's ringing. Hi. Yes, hello. Sorry, I just wanted to ask a quick question and maybe make a reservation if possible. Yeah, perfect. Okay, well, do you have anything available for like the first week of May? Anything at all? For 3, 4, 3 or 4, 3. You do. That's perfect. We'll take that. Okay, perfect. Yep, for Jaden. Yep, Jaden. Phone number 555-3278. Yep, for 3 or 4, most likely 3 though. Definitely 3, actually. Just make it 3. Any request? Isn't there like an area of like a collection of booths that's like kind of far back, kind of like secluded? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, is there any way that we could get a table in that area? I don't know exactly what that's called, but in that area would be great. Something a little bit more private. No audience. Perfect. Thank you so much. You're great. Alright, have a good one. Bye. Alright, so we'll just tell him that, I'll just tell him that my family's coming into town and that he needs to come to the dinner, and we'll obviously get there together. You guys can show up, and whatever happens at that point happens. He probably really won't have much to say, because what can he say? The proof is in the pudding. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I love this for us. Anyway, do you guys want to watch a movie? We can order food, like maybe pizza or something. I have paint stuff. We can do a